What's good, y'all? It's your guy, DJ Real One, and I am joined today with a special guest. We have the one and only DJ Soundwave, aka MJ.
What's happening?
Aka the host of the Infinite Banter podcast. So if you know me, I've been on this show many times.
In the studio here.
And we are
dining room
in his building today. So we're changing it up. We are in his building and we have one of my favorite Belgian beers. Something we used to drink back in the basement when I was in Chicago, man.
Man, those days.
Yeah.
Stories behind drinking stuff like this. Now, I never had the can like this. This is some new style right here.
I'm glad you bring that up right off the bat because people see the cans and they know that I usually don't drink cans on the show. So I went to the local binnies out here.
No PBR? You have any PBRs?
Pour them down the drain if you do. If you got a PBR, pour it down the drain. But we are not pouring PBR down the drain today. We are drinking that #1 stunner, the Kasteel Rouge, aka the Cherry Kasteel. That stands for red. I'm a little bit worried about pouring this because it's coming out of a can, and I'm not happy about that.
Okay.
So what I've talked about on the show before is in the American market, they're starting to put out Belgian beer in cans to target to the American market.
So the people the hipsters or whoever, not trying to call anybody out, but the ones who like canned beer,
right,
they're more prone to buy it this way as opposed to a bottle. Okay.
But
it's more individual, right? You can just chug it.
And I get it. You know, it's better for the sales. You know, you don't have to buy like a big pint bottle, which is what we're used to.
Right.
But what I do recommend, even if it's in a can, you still should have the proper glassware, which he does.
Oh yeah, I got that Kasteel. Real put me onto this. Man, we're talking like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Can I just say how cool this is, by the way?
It's my favorite.
There's a little castle right here at the bottom. I don't see that.
Castle.
I might take a close-up later, but...
We will show a close-up of the glass, but what we are going to do first, because we got a lot to talk about today. But before we talk, we definitely want to pour up. That's the first thing we do on the show, and then we're going to talk about some of this stuff behind us. So I'm a little bit nervous about this pour-up because...
I'm going to watch him do this because he's a professional, and I'm, shaky.
And I'm gonna go with his glass. Like I said, if you can find these in the pints, please buy the bottle. I definitely recommend it. Bottle beer just tastes better.
Cans don't have the same. What's like the feeling, right? It's the bubbling of it is not the same coming out of a can.
It's just not the same. I mean, these are meant to be drank like this. Let's be honest.
Gotcha. Right.
But I don't like to drink the can. I'm not trying to be a snob, but if you watch previous episodes, yes, I am a beer snob.
I will say Guinness in a can seems to work.
It does, absolutely.
Okay. So
Guinness in a can is excellent. They have like some kind of little ball in there.
Okay.
That it kind of filters it. I don't know.
This one has no balls. This has been castrated, Kasteeled.
Did I mention he's a comedian?
Sort of.
So let's go ahead and pour this up real quick. We got always have a towel on deck in case you spill it.
This right here, salute. Welcome back to the Shy for a weekend.
Thank you, sir.
That is delicious.
Very good, yeah.
Man.
In the rankings of Belgian beer, this is my favorite, Kasteel Rouge. This is something we used to always have back in the basement because it's brewed with real cherries, 100% cherries in the barrel when they brew it, and you can taste it right there, man.
The cherries is like right
Very
away.
Strong.
Now, I'd almost wish that we had the bottle and the cans. You can see what the difference is. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can you tell right now without even having it? Does it feel like it's a different taste? Or
to be honest with you, it's been so long since I had Kasteel that I really missed the flavor. So when I saw it in the store, I had to grab it.
Yeah.
Whether it was in a can or not, I had to have it.
There you go.
So once again, the reason I bought the Kasteel is because it brought back memories of when we were in the basement in my house here in Chicago, and all we would have was Kasteel. That was our number one, and it brought back some memories.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about that today.
Oh, man.
So we're not going to talk about too much beer, but as you see, go get you a Kasteel. Well, we are here to talk about, I wanted to ask him, you know, when he drinks this Kasteel, what does it remind him of? And I'm going to assume he's going to talk about the days in the basement.
my God.
You know,
About it.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely takes me back to that era when, you know, you were making beats in the basement, and we'd see, I mean, this is like tip of the iceberg compared to what my man had and still has.
Yeah.
Because I know you didn't bring every record with you down to Texas with you. But
well, believe it or not, a lot of the records are here.
yeah, right.
So-
I adopted some orphan records from my man here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes me back to that era, and like, man, it's like hard to like pinpoint like the exact moments. It's just like sipping on something. 78 used to hang out there back in the day.
Yeah.
And some other cats, Preach would come through.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Preach.
Yeah, and you know, you just hang out. You just do like stuff, you know, sipping on stuff, doing some whack freestyles, whatever we were doing.
Right.
And you've been making beats for longer than 10 years ago, but
yeah, it's crazy because that was kind of like the base and the start of it all. So when I first started getting into Belgian beer, shout out my guy Tim, the beer plug.
shout out Tim.
When we started getting into Belgian beer, he played a major part of that, and then I brought that into the basement with you and many other friends and homies who would come through. And what that has created 10 years later, you know, he started a podcast, I'm producing music, and now I'm doing some YouTubes. And I also believe you are also doing YouTube.
Yeah, that's my other AKA. I have the things and stuff. I just started it. I've only got like 3 videos out, but you know, stupid toys like this,
which we will tag.
I open
below.
them up. Yeah.
I'm gonna tag it below.
Yeah, tag it up. You know, like you used to do back in the day with the spray cans, with links now. But yeah, I would open up a toy. I tie it. Yeah. I take a toy out of a box, which is actually not recommended. You know, a lot of toy people are like, "Oh my God, can't do that. You're ruining the value." Like, I want to play with it though. Weird. You know what? Can I shout out Smoke Shop?
Shout out the man Smoke Shop.
Because he said on my last video, he said toys are meant to be played with. Take them out the package. He's right, man. I ever since he said that, I was like, you're damn right. So they're all going to be open eventually.
So with that being said, do you have anything? Because I'm looking around here, and I don't see anything open besides the ones on your video. Do you have anything you could just randomly pull out and show us that's open already?
Oh. I mean, we could do that. You want something that's open. Okay, how about this? I'm not even seeing what this is. Oh, it's Bruce Lee. I just happen to have this right here.
Oh, you don't have to open it. I was just curious.
But I can open it.
No.
I already did.
Oh, okay. I was nervous, people. Because this is a legendary Bruce Lee. Is that Super 7?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Super7.com/Infinite Banter Podcast. If you want to get a link.
Nice.
Or did you want me to open up something that's never been opened?
No, I just...
Because this has been...
It's funny because you kind of...
pre-done.
I was shocked. I thought it wasn't open already, but that's nice how you already opened it and you can put it right back in.
Yeah, because, you know, I wanted to play with my Bruce Lee doll. So I did it. And there he is. He's got the nunchucks. It's from Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
You got the... You remember in the movie where he got scratched by my man with the big claws?
Right.
Into the movie. If I remember correctly, he actually like licked the blood like it was.
He did. Yeah, he went like this. Like
he's just like, watch his badass move.
Classic.
He just did
Bruce
that.
Lee. Classic.
In House of Mirrors or whatever. Yeah, Enter the Dragon, classic movie. So yeah, there's Bruce Lee right there. I opened it.
So if you want to see more of DJ Soundwave opening his cool toys, are they called toys or figures?
Collectibles.
Collectibles. Yeah. If you want to see more of that, you know, check them out. We will. Like I said, I'll put a link in the bottom. I'm really excited to be here. Every time I come to Chicago, I always try to stop by and see you.
Yeah,
but this is the first time that we are actually on YouTube, man. So I'm excited to have you join me, and we're filming right in your location. This has never been done before, and most importantly, Melody is in the house. Yeah, I see you back there.
Shout out to my daughter, she's the director, producer, and she's making sure we're staying on the air. And this is a side note. We have recorded stuff here before, but for my podcast, and it's strictly audio, so there's no visual proof that it happened. So you could go back and check out those episodes with him. Yeah, you still are the only one in the 6 years I've been doing that show, the only one who I did in person at the Nerd Cave. the Fortress of Solitude. So salute, man.
And I'm a big fan of the podcast, man.
Thank you.
You know, I think there's probably me and I think one other person.
My man M. Doc Diego from Rochester, New York.
I was going to say there's probably only 2 of us that listen to every episode.
Oh, okay.
Rudy,
yeah.
is Rudy?
Rudy, my man. Shout out to my man
Rudy.
Right. M. Doc was been on the show almost as many
shout
times
out
as
M.
you
Doc
have.
Diego,
You guys done songs together.
Right.
And that's come out of the podcast. That's what I like about it. If I can nerd out a minute, when I do this podcast, man, there's like a part of me that gets excited thinking like, wow, this cat I know makes beats, and this guy I know, does music. Wouldn't it be cool if they did something together because I linked them up? Not that I'm trying to be like, matchmaker for music or something, but it's kind of cool when it does happen. And organically, it's like, yeah, these guys worked out and there's some great music, and people need to go check out that album where you and M. Doc did two records together. So
yeah, a lot of music. People that watch this show, hopefully they go back and check out my music. But if you're into podcasts and you love just everything from comic books to collectibles to hip hop, wrestling, you can check out Infinite Banner Podcast.
No doubt.
And what's happening right now is a first for him because normally he's used to doing the interviewing, but now we are interviewing you. So I know you're kind of like,
you're like the Barbara Walters of this right here.
So with that being said, we are going to get into the nitty gritty of the Belgian beer and beats. I know you've seen the show plenty of times.
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
But what I want to say is in this episode, we want to get down to some music because a lot of the episodes I like to review old records.
Right, yeah.
And today we got the Kasteel. He talked about some memories with the Kasteel, and I want to ask you to pull out 3 records that very meaningful to you, and then we're going to talk about why, and also do these records have anything to do with this beer? That's the trick question.
Oh, man.
Because for me, if you watch the previous episodes, like...
can I get another one then? Because I need a 4th record.
Like if we can go 4, man. We can go 4. Like I did an episode, for instance, with West Mall. So I wanted to find something West, so I did a West Coast record. So with This Is a Castle, Kasteel Cherry. Like we like to pair our record with our beat.
In a weird way, the 3rd album I have, there is a Castle reference from earlier work they did.
Right.
But not the kind of castle we're talking about. But I'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
But yeah, when I knew you were doing this, I was like, man, Real always pulls out records, and I'm like mad jealous because I see these videos. Like I want to pull out some records too, man. Right. So let me grab a couple.
Yeah,
so
he needed an excuse to pull out records, so I flew all the way back to Chicago, and I drove all the way here just so he can pull out his records.
Right, man, and I was sweating trying to find one of them because I couldn't find it, and I was getting nervous. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna find it in time. Dude's gonna be here. So just so happened to have 3 sitting right here on the floor.
Really?
So I was strategic about this. I wanted these to have like a reason for bringing them out. So this first one, I actually bought it with you. If you remember, this had to be like 12, 15 years ago. We were at Dusty Groove. They had a sidewalk sale. They had like crates all over the ground.
I remember that. Shout out Dusty Groove. Great store out
Ashland,
here.
right?
Yeah, great store out here on Ashland Avenue.
Yeah.
Very good selection.
Bought a lot of records there over the years.
Right.
And this one like really spoke to me because it was crazy. Like to see it's this album from the SOS band. It's a single, 70s, 80s, R&B group. Cool, whatever. I'm not like, massive fan, but I like their work.
Right.
But the thing that struck me about it is that Jazzy Joyce's name is all over the sleeve and the inner, you know what I mean? Like I think this used to be her record. I think that this record was in her set crate and she put her name on there so that 1, somebody wouldn't steal it, and 2, she put it on the top here, and you could speak on this because you probably know more about this logic here. I'm guessing she had a bunch of these in a crate and she just rifling through them, and that's how she knew which record she was going to play.
That's amazing, man. I do remember going to that sale, and I remember you buying that, but I haven't seen it in years. Now, when it comes to writing a DJ's name on the record, I also have a lot of records from different DJs. So this is before they had like stamps, but I see a lot of DJs would take like a stamp where you can like put your name on there, or a custom stamp. They would stamp all their records. So this predates stamps because this is probably in the early 80s.
Yeah, and it's just with a Sharpie.
So she probably went in there and wrote her name on every single record. And then when you see the title there, she probably, when you flip through the records, you don't want to pull them all out because they're all white cover.
Right.
So you would write your name of the
it says
track.
promotion copy here too. So
a promotion copy of the SOS band. That is a great record.
And the other thing, and nothing stands out about it. I couldn't find it for like an hour. He was here watching me try to find it because it's in this boring white sleeve. So there's nothing that stands out about it. And of course, when you put in a record here, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
I don't know what this says.
That's amazing, man.
Now, do you think she did this because she's worried about people stealing her records, or maybe not getting them mixed up with someone else? Was it kind of a little bit of both?
That's a good question. I would say probably both. But the fact that she wrote it on the label means like if it was switched with another DJ's, hopefully that DJ would be kind enough to say, hey, this is yours, Jazzy, you know, and give it back to her. Absolutely. And how did it end up at Dusty Groove Chicago?
That's the trick, man.
Well, so the thing about Dusty Groove is they buy collectors' collections. So if Jazzy Joyce maybe sold some of her records to a collector in New York or a DJ in New York that she was cool with, sold their collection, Dusty Groove was known to buy collections. So if they bought the collection, that's probably how that ended up there. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was more in there, you know, in that collection.
And I know Jazzy Joyce watches. If you're checking this video out, you know, hit us up. Let us know. Are you missing this record? It's called I'm Still Missing Your Love. Are you still missing this record? Are you looking for this thing? Like, damn, I had that record in my set and I can't find it.
Right.
Some jackass in Mount Prospect, Illinois has it in his collection. I need to get it from him. So, hey, Jazz, it's right here for you. I got
Shout out Jazzy Joyce.
Yeah.
Legendary DJ in the game, man.
I love her Undiggable Planets record.
Jazzy Joyce, On the Wheels. So that's a great one, man. Great dig.
Yeah.
What else do you have, man?
So we're gonna dig.
I'm excited, man. We're having fun now. Yeah.
So your last video about beat up records kind of made me think of this one, because this sleeve looks like it's been to hell and back. You know what I mean? Like it's probably was stuck to some other records.
So I'm gonna assume that this sleeve was one of mine.
Yeah. So the sleeve is not part of the record. I just stuck it in here because I bought it without a sleeve. Oh wow. Now it has the inner sleeve. I bought it like this, but it didn't have a cover. Wow. And this is also from Dusty Groove. And the only way I know that is because the label, they put those stupid rectangle labels right on there. Yeah. And when you try to pull them off, sometimes you can get them off if it's like a glossy label, but when it's like a paper label like this, it kind of rips it. I'm kind of mad that I took it off because it kind of ripped it a little bit, but I wanted to read everything.
To see what it said.
I wanted to read it. So another promotional copy, by the way.
Although we just shouted out Dusty Groove, we're also mad at you because you should for a wonderful record store like that, you should know better than to put a label on that.
And
you know they can't.
And I'm guessing they can't put them on the sleeve because people will take them out and switch them out.
I get it.
So I'm sure they'll give you some answer why they got to do it this way. And if you're already buying from the bargain bin, you probably don't care that the record's not in pristine condition. But this is a test pressing. That's why I pulled this out. OC Time's Up. Wow. Damn, dude. I mean, this is not one of the greatest songs ever made, for one.
One of the greatest hip-hop songs ever made. And Wild Pitch Records just had a smash with that one. Probably one of their best hits off that label. And the fact that you have a promotional test pressing copy, not even promotional, test pressing copy is awesome.
And the thing is, since I took the label off, I don't know how much I paid for it.
Let me take a look at it. So with these test pressings, let me show the people out there. So what they would have the date on there, and then they would tell you the record label, the name of the song, the type of mix, and then they would have the actual mix number. So this is the clean side. Yeah, this is amazing. Test pressing from Specialty Records Corporation. That's a great one.
Yeah, man.
Do you have the actual OC Time's Up or his album, or do you only have this?
Just this. Yeah, I don't have the the actual release, the official release. Right. Do you have? I'm guessing you do. You must have probably triples of it.
I do not. Surprisingly, I don't have the single. I just have the album, the Time's Up album.
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
so that's a good one.
But this is a song that I would feel like if somebody wanted to know what like that true 90s raw hip hop sounded like, this is one of the first ones I would pull out, like play this record right here.
It's probably the epitome of 90s boom bap sound. When you play that at the party back in the day, dude, like people just go nuts, you know.
Do you have any test pressings that you want to that you can think off the top of your dome? I'm sure you've got a couple.
Off the top of the dome, I believe I have a Mass Appeal, Gangstar Mass Appeal.
Oh, wow.
Test pressing.
Oh. That's first of all, it's my favorite Gangstar record of all time. So
and also, I think I have some Lords of the Underground test pressing.
Stop.
But I need to go dig them out.
Leave this video.
So back in the day,
I thought I was like, showing something to this guy here.
I mean, but you flexing. You're flexing on me, man. I wish I could pull them out, man.
I was trying. Oh, man.
But he's about to flex on us with his third.
Sure. The one that everybody has.
Okay. He's about to flex on us because he's got something that's maybe not rare, but is very special because the day that we're recording this is the anniversary of this album.
Right.
And that is also why you wore that shirt.
So it's crazy. Like, I didn't wear this to talk about it, but I'm a dude who looks in the closet and like, oh, I haven't worn that shirt in a minute. Let me put this on. It's Paul's Boutique. Ask for Janice, 718-498-1043. That's Paul's Boutique, and they're in Brooklyn. Everybody who knows Paul's Boutique knows this part of the album.
Wow. Yes,
so
they know it.
I put it on. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I saw on my socials that this album had an anniversary.
Yeah.
Damn right it did. July 25th, 1989. How many years is that? What's the math on that? 36 years? Is that right? Is that good math?
I'm going to let you say. I
don't have a calculator in front of me.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
But this right here is probably, if I had to make like my top 3 to 5 favorite albums ever made.
Wow.
This is it. This is one of them right here.
Right.
I love this damn record. And going back to what you were saying before about the castle. Well, they always talk about, White Castle. I got a castle out in Brooklyn. That's where I dwell. Brass Monkey. We're not drinking Brass Monkey, but so it kind of fits.
I like the castle reference. By the way, I don't know if you know this. Speaking of White Castle, I don't think they're international, domestic through the U.S. because I've never seen one in Houston where I'm at.
Right.
And yesterday I drove past White Castle over by Harlem, and I had to take a picture because I want to show people back home, hey, you guys know about White Castle. I am not a fan, but I love the castle reference because we're drinking the castle right here.
We used to have a White Castle down the street here, and it's closed. Now it's just grass. But we used to have a White Castle down here. By the way, if people don't know, I didn't even say, this is the Beastie Boys.
I know, he's just like, oh yeah,
the name of
Paul's Boutique.
The name of the album is called Paul's Boutique.
Right.
I didn't know I had to say all that, but I did. At first, here's something that's crazy. I bought the tape first. Most of my records, I don't know about you, but I had the cassette albums.
Right.
And this thing like folded out like origami.
Yeah, it had like that.
Like you had all the lyrics, and I remember some of the lyrics didn't match the lyrics in the song, so they must have changed it or something. But this one, same thing, just not as elaborate. They got the lyrics here, and hopefully this is showing well. And this is them under the water.
A quick question: is this an original pressing? Do you know offhand? Or?
That's a great question. Let's see if we could find out. Let's
when
investigate.
Did you buy that?
I bought this probably early in so I started really buying records heavy like 2003.
Right.
And, since it's one of my favorite records, I definitely made a point to find my favorite ones.
Right.
I don't know, man. Can you tell? We need to scan that barcode. I'm not sure if it is I don't think it's an original. I think this is probably a repress.
There you go.
Whether it's an original or a repress, I'll say this. Yeah. It's a damn good album. And every song on here holds up to this day.
Yes.
And dare I say, it's one of the greatest albums ever made. And here's a little side note. Back when sampling was still okay to do, to a point where you weren't going to get in trouble. Biz Markie could tell you about that because he got in big trouble with that stuff.
But did they not get in big trouble with this album?
I know that
later.
Yeah, they might have, because I know they sampled the Beatles, for God's sake. I mean, that's crazy. And De La Soul's first album has a lot of samples, and they both came out in 1989, right? So that was like the threshold of like sampling to where it became a problem. Yeah.
Prince, Paul, all these guys were sampling so much at that time that I think it really, because they were sampling so much, it really caught the attention of, other musicians and record labels. And then that's when the lawsuits started rolling out like crazy. De La Soul for years couldn't even put their catalog online due to like so many copyright. So copyright is a big issue. But when it comes to copyright of this beer, nobody is copyrighting this beer because nobody in the U.S. can make something this good.
No, just like the DOC, nobody can do it better. And this tastes really good, man. I gotta have another sip of this. Cherry medicine right here.
Now, what I want to say about this can, although I am not happy about the can, I'm gonna try to do like this.
Oh, there's some more in here too.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like with the can, you get a little bit more than a bottle.
Okay, so what I was saying earlier is it seemed like the can and ratio of the glass, there wasn't enough room for the amount of liquid that's in here.
And honestly, let's be honest, you go to a barbecue, you go to a birthday party, you don't want to bring your glass with. You know, you don't want to bring your glass with. Let's be honest.
You know
man.
what? But
I'm a beer snob, but
how cool of a flex would that be, though?
Let me tell you who used to flex, man.
That would be so ill to come in there like, hey, got all these glasses because you efforts don't know how to drink.
And you just you brought 3 different beers and you pull out of your backpack 3 different glasses. Now we're laughing about this, but that's
why they make the cans because
exactly.
of my man here.
There's someone who used to do it. He also doesn't watch the channel, but shout out Mr. 78, very busy man. He used to come to my crib and you were there. And do you remember he had like this little case? It looked like a headphone case, and he would unzip it and pull whatever we were drinking that day. He would unzip it and pull his glass out. Do you remember that?
That was crazy.
He would bring his own glass to my crib. He was dedicated to these Belgian beers.
He made you feel like that you didn't know what you were doing and that you were a novice at this.
Yes,
because I mean, obviously, it made you step your game up.
Yeah,
you're making videos about it.
Yeah. You know,
do you have a case like that? I think you need.
I need a glass case.
If he's not using it, get that case, man.
And let him know.
A travel case.
If anybody out there knows where I can get a case to travel with my Belgian beer glass, please comment below because I'm very interested to know where I can find that.
That's put that on the Christmas list, man.
Exactly.
It's only a few months away. Real One needs a case where you could put this stuff so you can travel, do these videos. He's giving you great content. Right. Imagine if you could have this glass with him everywhere he goes. You can't have mine. That's mine. That's not leaving his house.
It's funny.
If I see it's missing, I'm going to come after him.
It's funny because I knew I can film a video here because I knew he had the glass. I knew it.
But I don't have 2. I don't have doubles. I'm a bad DJ with records. I don't have doubles sometimes. And I don't have 2 of these.
But if you don't have 2 of them, just make sure you get something similar with a round top.
Yeah.
And kind of like a
and that gold rim is what's cool too.
If you ain't got a gold rim, what are you doing with your life? You know
How cool is that sound?
Yeah, do one more time.
Listen to that. Ooh. Man. You might have to put that in a beat. The glasses clinging like that. Is that the right word?
There's only 2 places I can go to in Chicago and know that there will be glassware when I show up. That is here, and that is at my guy Tim's house. So with that being said, man, we ran through some records. We ran through some toys. We talked about some beer. What else should the people know about you, Soundwave?
Oh, man. Well, yeah, I mean, you already said everything. You got the podcast. I got the putting my toe in the water for the YouTube channel stuff. Man, I'm being a dad. I got the daughter over here checking out what we're doing, trying to teach her about De La Soul and Beastie Boys and stuff. But beyond that, that's about it, man. You know, just support people who give you good content. You know, we're not doing dance videos. We're not, talking politics necessarily. You know, I mean, like there's a lot of stuff going on that kind of keep you from looking at something you really are into. And if you like drinking, you like hip hop music, you like collectibles, you like just fine beer. Yeah. You know, follow these channels. My man's been doing this for years, and your live DJ sets are like, it's ridiculous, man. I can't even.
Thank you.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, to think that you were DJing at clubs for how many years, or on the radio for how many years? 2 hours probably felt like a long time. Yeah. You're doing like 4-hour sets on YouTube and talking. He's got the mic. He's telling you, hey, I'm gonna shut you down if you talk some craziness.
Wow. Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. You also used to DJ, correct? Like
I mean, I have the records in here, and I could do what I got to do, but I mean, I feel like this is a Star Wars reference, like Padawan, Jedi, or stuff here. I'm just some dude who just really loved the music and just wanted to have like a hobby. Right. My man right here, like, lived it, been to clubs, opened for people, been on records, still doing records. Yeah. You had Chill Will touch your turntables. I had DJ Chill Will from the Get Fresh crew on the podcast, and I asked Real, I'm having him on. You got anything? Because I remember you did something with him. He said, he used my turntables. Like, that to me, mind-blown emoji right now. And I brought up the Chill Will. Now, he didn't remember the actual incident.
Of course not. I mean, he tours so much. Like, to me, that's like legendary that like Chill Will or, other people, legends have touched my turntables.
It's crazy.
And the fact that they're still around is fun. It's all right, y'all. So we talked about the Belgian beer. We talked about the toys. We talked about Infinite Banner podcast. We talked about a lot today, and I've
been wanting to burp for like 20 minutes, by the way, because of this Kasteel.
This Kasteel is hitting them now. But before we bounce, I definitely want to give you something for your time.
Oh, no doubt.
And this is the DJ Real One Belgian beer and beats. T-shirt.
There we
so
go.
if y'all want one,
Here we go.
you can go out there and get them. They are
Just wear this
available.
like a blanket.
And
this is
there it is, man.
That's what's up.
We got the chalice that looks exactly like this one.
There it is.
We got the
This is
city
dope,
skyline
man.
in the back. That is the city skyline.
Oh, can we talk about the sleeve? You got the art
record there.
Record there.
Yeah, man. And then you got some record in
Man,
there
this
as well.
is dope, man. Big up for that.
So thank you, sir, for being
Man.
on the show. You are my third guest, man, and all three of my guests are my day one homies, man.
Number
So
3 is the best. 3 is the magic
man.
number.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
There you go, man.
I'm excited to be part of it, man. Thanks for. It's weird being on this side, man, because I've had this dude on just a few months ago. We were talking about rapping for my Infinite Torture segment where I talk about bad movies. I mean, you come on my podcast so many times. It's weird being the other dude. It's weird being
Are your podcasts on YouTube? Can they listen to them or not? Not yet?
Select ones.
Okay, they will.
The ones that don't include music, I definitely put them up. If you want to hear him talk about that movie Rappin' from 1985, it is on YouTube. You can go check it out.
We'll
check it out on all platforms, so for sure,
Right. All right.
The podcast doesn't really, how do I put it, translate as well on YouTube because I don't have any visuals.
True.
It's all just audio. So, play in the background while you're doing dishes or something or whatever.
Exactly.
But we talk a long time. They're usually about an hour long, these episodes. So
Right. And with that being said,
check
out Infinite Banner Podcast
No
on
doubt.
all platforms, including some episodes on YouTube.
Right.
This has been another episode of Belgian Beer and Beats, and we are out.
Man, salute.
Peace, y'all.